welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are back at it again with another TMS Gang video. Today we are going to be seeing Central's answers for TMS Gang Season 5 and how production works at the TMS Gang tapings and how to recruit people. So I think this will be my most interesting interview I've ever done because TMS Gang is kind of fascinating. Without further ado, let's get into it. Quick disclaimer. If you enjoy this video, I'm not going to be in, and you want me to interview him again, I don't think I'm going to interview him again in a while because I have other people to interview and I also have other videos to do. And this guy he has a whole TMS Gang season to look at. So if we do another one, there wouldn't be another one in a while. But without further ado, let's get into the questions.
Absolutely incredible. But yeah, let's dive straight into these questions. First one, how does it work recruiting everyone? So I'm guessing this means kind of the casting. So what a lot of people don't know about TMS Gang is that the whole process takes about a year. So that means from finding the contestants to actually picking the costumes, designing them. But to give you a quick rundown, like a short kind of snappy version of it. So taking season 5 as an example, we started work on this. It hasn't actually been a year, this series. We did design some of the series 5 costumes as drafts in kind of March time last year, but most of them were finalized, completed, whatever, after series 4 ended. And then we were pretty much straight on the ball, right again, taping a new series. And you have to think that, to you guys, that might seem like, oh, straight after the other season ended. For us, it's been already like 9 months since we've taped, and then a year pretty much since we actually made any costumes. So it would have been a long break after the series ended. But we get people, so we have a list of people that we want to kind of reach out to. So for instance, taking the Christmas special and the 4 celebrities on there, we wanted to have a diverse cast range. So we wanted someone from TikTok, someone from Instagram. So pretty much everyone knows at least someone. So for instance, I really wanted a TikToker on, and we got Oakley, who's really popular on TikTok. And then I wanted someone that the people on YouTube will know as well, so I got Ranger. So we like to have a mix. We like to keep it kind of diverse, varied, and I think that's kind of how we work the recruiting. And we do a mix of, in terms of how they pick the costumes, either they'll recommend something in kind of rarer cases. Most of the time we'll send them a list and we'll say if you want any adjustments or anything added to the costume, then feel free to let us know. For instance, Rainbow Cake from last series was originally meant to be Cookies, which was a mask that was pretty much complete. That was the quickest turnaround I believe we've ever done, because Cookies was meant to be on the show pretty much like 4 days before the taping. Then we spoke to Nikki, who stepped in last minute for someone else, and she didn't really want that costume, so she told us, can I be a Rainbow Cake? We made it, we designed it, and yeah, that stuck. Okay, then the reason I'm not going to answer the masked talent questions is because pretty much I'm as clueless as you right now. Things are busy, things are getting kind of I don't really have loads of time, so if that will happen, I don't know. Do the people performing have to be at the taping, or is it just the judges? Very simple answer to that question. It really depends on what the contestant wants. So they can be at the taping, or they can choose themselves to not attend. Completely up to them. What I will say is, in series 4 we were very strict about not letting the contestants vote, but what we found is that it really didn't affect the results at all, because we all know what they're going to do if the contestants do actually vote. So for series 5 we were a bit more kind of we let them vote, we let them kind of be part of the studio audience, because I mean, if it doesn't make a difference, what is the actual kind of point of saying no? So all the thing is, not even all of the judges turn up all the time. It's even rare we get a full panel. So you sometimes will notice, oh, Lucas is missing for one episode here and there. Kate's not they're technically not missing, but the reason they're not saying anything is they weren't present for the taping. They obviously catch up straight afterwards. Sometimes people just have commitments or are busy, but don't worry, we catch them up straight away after they miss anything. So the judges are there, and obviously the studio audience, because we need people to vote. The studio audience normally has about 18 people in it. Can be more, can be less, depending. I think this upcoming series, the least we had was like 10, and the most we had was about 30. So that's the range. Like, we sometimes get not a lot of people, we sometimes get a lot of people, but I'd say the 15 to 18 range is definitely the most frequent. And I'd say on weekends when we tape, we get a much bigger audience. Compared to the weekdays, we get a much smaller one. Okay, next one. For the 5th season, will there be any format changes other than 6 in the premiere? Yes, there will be, which is something I'm not going to talk about too much because it will be announced next week. But there's a new thing coming in, a new twist, which was kind of recommended to us last series a lot. And we've taken on the feedback, we've changed it a little bit, because obviously we have to modify it to be able to fit the gang format and kind of work, because it's very easy to recommend something and then actually making it fit into the show. We didn't want something that's going to be too overpowered, or it's going to kind of make things not turn out right. So there is another format change, and I'll tell you this, it happens in round 3. That's all I'm going to say. It's not directly actually affecting the format, but it will affect who makes it through, so I'm counting it as a format change. But it's more of a twist, or something we're introducing, which you'll find out soon, and it has a big kind of, it's something we're going to be very pushy on this series and promote it a lot, because it's a really good thing in my opinion. It makes for some great scenes. I've already watched one of our final edits of the celebrations, and it's really good, and you guys are going to love it. I'm going to announce it and how it all works soon, so we'll look out for that. But it is a new twist that we're adding in round 3, new twist, very exciting. Next one. Is there someone this series with more than 2.5k subs? I'm not going to reveal directly how many subs each person has, but what I am going to say is look out. Reddit has all the official accolades. We posted them a while ago. I'm not going to reveal anything particular about the identities, because there are certain things. I mean, what I will say is we have vocally the best series we've ever had by far, but I'll get onto that in a little bit. Yeah, the identities part of it is obviously top secret, in and out of the studio. What I will say as well is about that, because people have asked me before and been a bit curious, do the contestants know other contestants' identities? The simple answer is yes and no. They don't, but they know in groups. So Group A will know the rest of Group A's identity, Group B will know Group B's identity, and Group C will know Group C's identities. There is exceptions where these rules are pushed and changed a little bit. For instance, Group C, this series, knew one of Group B's identities. So, there is times where we're a little bit more open on that. But yeah, that's how it works in terms of do they know, do they not know, and kind of how kind of forgiving are we to the contestants. But yeah, so, and then when it gets to the Super 9, we reveal the Super 9, because we do group chats, we message each contestant and set things up, so they needed to know the rest of the Super 9 contestants, but that is only when we get to the Super 9. Okay, from 1 to 10, what's the chances we get a 6th series? This is an interesting question, because honestly, right now, I am not sure at all. I would think pretty low. Not because I dislike the show, because I'm just busy and I'm going to become a lot busier, but never say never. There is, I'm still thinking of concepts, I'm still thinking of things we can do. Pretty much every day, a new costume idea will suddenly come to my head, and I'll think, okay, maybe we can do that. So I'm very much still into it. It's not that I dislike the show, I love it, and if I could do 100 more series, I could do 100 more series. I'm just being honest about what I'm physically going to be able to do, and the time I'm going to have, and what it's going to allow. I've said this a few times, we might not get a 6th series, but I might continue to do specials, we'll do a Christmas special, maybe a Halloween special, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a 6th series, but it will be shorter, it will be maybe we'll do a 3-part special. There's so many different ideas right now. Maybe we'll do a 6th series across the span of 2 weeks. every day. I don't know. I do want to continue in whatever capacity I can, but like I'm, my life's gonna be so full, it's gonna be pretty much impossible. But I'll see what I can do. I mean, this is what I said, but if we can do something, I will. If there's any way I can make it work, it will happen. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I confirm that or deconfirm that, and if I have any kind of next steps. Okay, last one. Could you give us a few hints of what to expect in the 5th series? I did touch on this. Better vocals, trust me. Better vocals, 100%. I will also say, look out for Group B, because I think that group is something special. I think the contestants are really good. I'll also say record-breaking things happen. This is called a history-making series in our banner and our logo, and we are not lying. This is a history-making series. We have world firsts on TMS Gang. We have things that have never happened before. We have new performances. We have all these kind of things. What I will say is this is the first time that our contestants really embody their characters like really well. So you will see this, but I'm going to mention one name, which is Funky Chicken. You will love Funky Chicken embodying his character so much. Like, we've had Clarks, we had the cock-a-doodle-doo. I mean, it's insane. Toilet Paper also embodies his costume. Showmare as well. So many of these contestants just embody it, and I you are going to hear so many squawks. It's going to be incredible. But yeah, they really take their costumes to heart. But yeah, record-breaking things definitely happen, and things that you have never seen on TMS Gang before.
So yes, that was the interview basically. Well, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll basically see you in the next one. If you do want a bit of a recap, I'll give you the main things. It's a low side for a 6th series. However, he might be doing some specials, maybe 3-part special. Maybe he does a short season 6. Maybe short season 6. And that's a big info. But anyways, bye.